So what's this fuss about LinkedIn? What's this noise about LinkedIn? What's special about LinkedIn? LinkedIn currently has over 1.15 billion users across over 200 countries. All right. And by that statistics, it is the largest professional networking platform in the world. All right. I think Facebook is the biggest platform, it's the biggest social media platform. But the uniqueness of LinkedIn is that it is a professional networking platform, which differentiates it from Facebook, Twitter, and the likes. And by that start again, it is the largest professional networking platform. And of the 1.15 billion people that are registered on LinkedIn, about 65 million are business decision makers. 10 million are C-suite executives. All right. When I say C-suite executives, I mean the top decision makers in companies, the CEOs, the CMOs, the COOs. At least 10 million of them are on LinkedIn. So I don't care who do you want to meet. You're most likely going to find them on LinkedIn. You want to meet Tony Robbins? Tony Robbins is on LinkedIn. You want to meet Gary Vaynerchuk? Gary Vaynerchuk is on LinkedIn. Recently, I think sometimes last year, Snoop Dogg, even Snoop Dogg joined LinkedIn. That's to tell you that almost everybody, all right? Well, the world is over 8 billion, so not almost everybody. But I mean, the who is who in the world, most of them, or some of them, many of them, are on LinkedIn. Another statistics that you may be interested in, over 9,000 applications are submitted every minute, and at least 7 people get hired within that minute on LinkedIn, all right? What am I saying in essence? The opportunities and the possibilities are endless. They are limitless. All right. But however, the competition is fierce. I mean, if I tell you 1.15 billion people are on a platform, then that's massive competition. So chances are that whatever industry you find yourself, there are millions of people on LinkedIn who are also in the same industry. So you're competing with millions of people. Your goal is to stand out from that crowd, to stand out from that noise. And I want to show you how to stand out. 5 things you want to do to become a brand you want to hire. Number one, be uniquely you. Your unique experience is your superpower. See, in this life, nobody is like you. So that is something to be proud of. All right. I think somebody said nobody went to the same school as you. Even if they went to the same school as you, most likely they didn't study the same thing as you. Even if they studied the same thing as you, most likely they are not working in the same office as you. Even if they are working in the same office as you, they probably just don't have the same experience as you. All right. In every way, you are unique. So be you. Don't try to copy me. Don't try to copy anybody. I'm not saying you can't study people, learn from them, but don't try to sound like other persons, be like other people, share what other people are sharing. Have your goal, map out your direction, and be you. And some of you also, I always say this, find your strength. Your strength can be that you talk and you are very good and confident at talking. Why not create more videos and show yourself and confidently present what you do? Your strength can be that you are very good with designs. Why not do more carousels and create beautiful designs? Your strength can be like my own. You can write. Why not amplify your strength? Your strength can be that you are beautiful. Why not show your face very often? Some of you that always use AI, we have repented. Victory, for example, has started showing us her beautiful face. See, your strength can be your beauty, all right? Are you not seeing a lot of people on TikTok, Instagram, that the only reason why they have a lot of followers is because they are beautiful? Some of them don't have anything in their head. They're just beautiful. The guys too, some of them don't have anything in their head. They're just macho, handsome, playing to their strengths, all right? So play to your strength big. Unique experience is your super. Your experiences are unique. Your journey is unique too, and that is what you want to amplify. Do not try to be like anybody. Be you. That's number one. Because see, like we said, there are 1 million people, at least 1 million people on LinkedIn in your industry. The only thing that will stand you out from that crowd is your uniqueness, your personality, your vibe, the way you write, the way you talk, the way you sound, the way you look. Those are the things that will stand you out from the competition. Don't try to be like anybody else. You're going to be an imitation of them or a photocopy. All right. Number two, build real connections. I can't stress this enough. All right, because it has benefited me in a lot of ways. Build connections, network. They say your network is your net worth. That statement is evergreen. Your network is everything. So comment on people's posts, reach out to people, send DMs, connect with people. And when I say send DMs, it's not every time, oh, you want to sell. Just connect with people, all right? Have conversations, no pressure conversations. Try to know more about their country, about their skills, about what they do. Just connect with people. Make a very good impression in the hearts of people, and they will never forget you. And these are going to be your fans. They are going to be your supporters. They are going to be people who repost your posts. They are going to be people who like your posts, comment on your posts, make real and genuine connections. This can be your advantage on LinkedIn. All right. Number 3, create content that solves real problems. Again, I need to say this. Do not just create content for creating content's sake. Don't create content because everybody is showing up, you want to show up. Ensure that the content you create offers value. All right, offers value, especially to your target audience. Create content that moves them from point A to point B, or point B to point C. Then, as you help them take baby steps, someday they will invest their money so that you can help them go from point B to point Z. Because they've seen that, oh, if your free stuff, your free content are as good as this, oh, what if I pay this person? They're just going to give me or deliver more. So create content that solves real problem, and don't bother about, oh, I don't want to share all of my secrets. For example, like I said, what I'm training you with here, I shared it sometimes on Monday, and people got a lot of value from it. All right, create content, solve real problems for people. As you solve real problems for them, take them, help them move from point A to point B. They will trust you the more, and they will be able to commit their resources so that you can get them better transformation. All right. Every post you write should either help somebody fix something, learn something new, or see something in a different perspective. And that alone is solving problems. All right. That alone is being a valuable person. Don't just create content that just fills the space. Noise and noise and noise. All right. Create content that makes a difference for people, that shifts them, that helps them get results, that changes their life. All right. Next, number 4. Tell your story. And that is why this cohort is the story selling cohort, the story selling edition. Your story is perhaps one of the most powerful things that will stand you out on any platform. So I'm going to show you tomorrow when I'm teaching storytelling. All right. My first viral content on Medium was a storytelling post. Some of the best content that I've had on LinkedIn are storytelling posts. So your story is very important. And do not say, oh, there's even nothing special about my story. If there's nothing special about your story, then you don't have a business on LinkedIn. All right? Those are like voices, demonic voices whispering in your ear, or in your ear. Sorry for that. Your story is unique to you. Your story is important. And there are people that are going to connect with your story. Only if you tell your story. So I'm yelling because it's very important. For example, when I started on LinkedIn, I was just creating a lot of educational posts, yada yada yada. It was my friend. Imagine my mentee. It was my mentee, Prachi from India, that told me. Okay, so we got on a call, and then she got to hear some of my stories, and she's like, "Oh, why don't you tell these stories on LinkedIn?" And then I'm like, "Oh, thank you for encouraging me." So I'm going to begin to tell my stories. I know some of you have seen a lot of my storytelling posts. Either I'm telling a story about my childhood experience, my past job experiences, how I moved from 9 to 5 to, being a freelancer. I've just been telling my story ever since. All right? Tell your story. People don't buy products, they buy stories. They buy stories. People buy stories. So writing, marketing, and selling, like I always say, is pure psychology. And your writing is one of the ways you can tap into people's emotions. It's one of the ways you can get people to connect with you on an emotional level. All right? So share how you have solved real problems for people or for yourself. You may not have stories of people you have helped, but at least your own story is enough. Start from there. And finally, show up consistently. So if you do number 1, 2, 3, 4 long enough, you will stand out on LinkedIn. And again, no excuses. Don't give me any excuse. All right. One of my mentors, Vusi Tembekwayo, says you cannot have excuses and results. You have to choose one. Can I say that again? You cannot have excuses and results at the same time. If you are having results, it means you are defying your excuses. But if you are having excuses, I guarantee you can never have results, because your excuses will limit you from having results. So one of the most profound statements I've had: you cannot have excuses and results at the same time. So there are no excuses. Oh, I have a child. Awesome. There are people that have more children than you do and they are showing up. All right. Maybe you have just one kid. There are people that have 5 children and they are showing up. All right. I'm not trying to maybe belittle your personal experience or your context. No. But I'm saying where there is a will, there is a way. There's another quote that's, as you know, that's built a house in my head. It says, when the heart is willing, there are 1,000 ways. When the heart is unwilling, there are 1,000 excuses. If you find yourself giving excuses, your heart is probably not willing. If you find yourself just wanting to do everything to pull through, your heart is willing. All right, so no excuses. Sure, experts are not made overnight. You don't become an expert by showing up for 1 month. I've been showing up for 4 years plus. All right, and I'm not stopping. You don't become an expert for showing up for 6 months. All right, you don't build expertise overnight. You must build a reputation over a long time. Pay your dues. Pay your dues. In every industry that you find yourself, you must pay your dues. You must enter the reps. You know, I go to the gym a lot, so when you're lifting weight, for example, they say how many reps? 10 reps, you know. I mean, we could be like 5 exchanging the barbell. And then we say, oh, how many reps are we going? We're going 10 reps, 5 sets. You get. So you do your rep, 10 reps, you drop it, somebody else picks it. You must pay your dues in every industry before you can have that, you can take your seat on the throne in that industry. You must have paid your dues. All right, before you can say you deserve some accolades. Build your reputation by showing up consistently, showing up regularly.